Instead, we're getting... Oh, this is going to be great.
This is going to be very
this is going to be
interesting.
Dragonite versus
Batracuda,
who is now a Lucario main.
Yes, apparently. I did not know that until we had reverse mains and Batracuda had Lucario.
Yeah. I actually got to play his Lucario later in that same, like, not reverse mains bracket. And I was like, hey, win the Lucario. And he's like, it's real recent, but I'm trying to have more fun with the game. And he said Pac-Man is not fun.
It's fun for anybody that isn't playing Pac-Man. Like, it's fun for literally everyone that is not the Pac-Man player.
Yeah. I feel like as a Pac-Man, you're like a masochist. You either really, you're both a masochist and a sadist. You really enjoy the pain of others when you're throwing out all these projectiles and they don't get to interact, and when they don't have the matchup experience, it's the most frustrating thing ever. But you're not actually learning. You're just kind of throwing stuff at people. On the flip side, when they do know the matchup and they just hit you a bunch, or they're Cloud, and regardless of whether or not they know the matchup, they hit you a bunch, you're just experiencing pain the whole time, and it's terrible. For you to go on with that, you have to love.
Dragonite has disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
I'm not sure where off to. I just heard somebody shout an opinion.
Yeah, they shouted Dragonite sucks.
Sorry, it's fact.
Yeah, fun fact. Every weekly, the Dragonite comes down to Shockwave. The lovely host and owner of this FX Game Exchange, who allows us to run these beautiful events here, starts the night by putting the mic to his mouth and saying, Dragonite sucks.
Yep. Wonderful man. That man.
This is Armada's Dragonite.
Not that Armada, but this Armada.
Not a Dragonite, the Pokemon owned by Melee player Alliance
Armada would have a Dragonite, though.
Yeah, he would.
It's simply optimal.
Unfortunately, it's not. Dragonite is not the best of Pokemon anymore. He's all right. He definitely has a place in some teams.
Dragonite also wearing the Miami Dolphins hat, which is the inferior Florida football team.
What's the other one?
Jacksonville Jaguars. And Dragonite, you can't say anything because the Jaguars almost made it to the Super Bowl. They didn't, but that's not the point. Anyways, Dragonite, Bayonetta player. Like you said, Batracuda recently crowned a Lucario player.
Batracuda, from when I played him, he is very reactive in his play, and he was very movement heavy. He would use a lot of dash back to react and pay attention to what the other person's doing, like just dashing back and forth.
A very like sort of traditional fighting game thing rather than a smash thing.
Here I'm not seeing as much, but it's definitely like when it's coming out, you can tell. There we go. Ooh, I really like that.
Yeah. And Batracuda's got real good, dude.
Ooh, I really liked the idea for that nair, but it was a really good weave upward by Batracuda, recognizing that if Dragonite had committed to trying to cover with that nair, he wouldn't have time to get back on stage to punish the poor landing lag.
Yep. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow, and he still got away with it, too. That one was not quite as calculated and good, but managed to make it work. Unfortunately, though, does run into that down air. That's really unfortunate for Lucario because he loses all that aura, loses all the kill power, and now a Bayonetta playing optimally, aka not Dragonite, will take to that platform and time out the Lucario.
And that's sort of the thing that, like, probably the big reason that we see Givus not go Lucario, Givus being one of our other local players that does have Lucario. He opts for Greninja instead of Lucario, mostly because, you know, if you lose that...
He just SD'd. What are you doing? That's not Lima.
That's not Lima. But it is Dragonite, so just as expected nonetheless.
Just as expected, you're right.
In fact, these days, I would say as expected, if not more so.
More expected, probably. Okay, punish. Yes, great. Gets after it.
Didn't go for another one. I guess he was looking out for Witch Time.
I feel like Lucario has a guaranteed double fair there, or fair nair. He even saw the air dodge, but didn't position himself to punish, which is unfortunate.
It may just be that the Witch Time is giving him a little bit of hesitation to follow up.
Might be.
Which, you know, you don't really want that when you're playing Lucario, because every percent that you can get before you hit those high percents counts.
Is Drago going to get this follow-up? He does find... Well, he found a really solid Witch Twist, but that was a strong SDI down from Batracuda, it looked like.
That or maybe the Witch
Maybe
Twist
started a little too high.
Yeah, mispositioned.
That is also a possibility. Ooh, I love the attempt.
However, Lucario up be a very difficult recovery to pin down, especially if they go right to the ledge.
I almost would prefer that Dragonite tried to two-frame maybe with down tilt, because at that point, He's DIing in for sure. You might be able to get down tilt back air and just kill. Less commitment.
This is a back air away from Batracuda from being over.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. So he may have been trying to go for a fair.
Great use of the other Dragonites after back throw. I like it. Got stage position.
So Batracuda is using the Aura Sphere a lot differently to how I see other Lucarios use the Aura Sphere.
Ooh, nice.
But he's using the Aura Sphere to, try to damage or to try to catch options. Whereas a lot of other Lucarios I see try to use the Aura Sphere to limit options, particularly when recovering. Difficult to do against Bayonetta. So against Bayonetta, a lot of other Lucarios try to use it on stage to limit approaches.
One of my favorite things to do with it is just throw it out when you know it's safe on shield, but you expect them to shield. Like if you're far enough distance away that you can't be punished, because it does so much shield damage that now they're terrified of everything. Now your back air is going to shield poke or break shields, and you just have a lot more pressure tools.
Gotta play the long con.
Yeah. So let's see how this pans out. It looked like it was a really unfortunate SD from Dragonite, but that let Batracuda bring it all back very well. Looked like he was able to stay composed.
Dragonite expending every resource he has to get back to that ledge and using the bullet arts to just deck on a little bit more percent to Batracuda.
Oof. Drago's doing a really good job of mixing up how he's stalling his just aerial presence around Batracuda's shield and then picking the right option to cover the preemptive out of shield.
See, and that's the thing about Bayonetta is, she's not...
She just kicked it!
Yeah, she's not beholden to the rules that other Smash 4 characters are.
I really liked the attempt there by Batracuda. Oh my goodness, no tag.
No tag.
I really loved the attempt of the forward smash to try to read the afterburner kick on. And he had the right idea, he just mistimed it, and it ended up, unfortunately, putting him in a situation where Dragonite was super able to capitalize.
Oh, going for that Lima combo, and that's it.